Good day, everyone. I am Christine, the moderator for this webinar. I welcome everyone to today's webinar, that is Achieving HIPAA Information Security Compliance with ISO 27001, a comprehensive guide for hospitals, private practice, research institutions, and more. I would like to introduce our presenter for today, Dr. Michael C. Redman. Dr. Redman is an international consultant, speaker, author, and trainer. She served as adjunct professor for continuity management at New York University and master's program at John Jay College. I would now like to hand over the floor to the speaker. Over to you, Dr. Redman.
Great. Thank you very much, and welcome, everybody. So this is what we'll be covering today, the introduction to HIPAA. I'm going to be covering it because there is a little confusion of what's covered with that as far as areas. How to apply the controls, establishing the information security management systems for HIPAA compliance, and implementing the ISO 2701 for HIPAA regulated entities. We'll talk about documenting and maintaining compliance, auditing certification and continuous improvement for those who are interested in that with the ISO 2701, challenges and solutions. So the important thing under ISO 2701 is it has three main areas: the risk management process, security framework. So information security goals ensures confidentiality, integrity, and availability of critical assets. Has some key components, has core clauses overview it. So the reason you want to implement this is it has enhanced risk management. So HIPAA safeguards electronic protected health information from unauthorized access and potential breaches. The three main areas are administrative safeguards, physical safeguards, exactly how you protect the electronic information systems or related buildings from threats and unauthorized access, and technical safeguards, technology-related policies that protect people. So HIPAA covers healthcare providers who transmit health information electronically for treatment of payment. So now we're going to talk a little bit about how to map these controls. So now we're talking about administrative safeguards relevant to ISO IEC. So it has physical access controls. You implement physical access controls. It prevents unauthorized access to sensitive area housing, electronic health. There's technical safeguards. You have access control mechanisms. They ensure only authorized personnel can access sensitive electronic health information. So when you want to establish an information security management system for HIPAA compliance, you have to define the scope and objectives for HIPAA compliance. It includes all systems and processes relevant to HIPAA compliance. That is your ISM scope. So you want to develop policies that meet both standards. It is easier to combine a policy that includes both the ISO 2701 and the HIPAA in the same policy. So risk management policies help identify the risks that are in the organization, the vulnerabilities, and the threats. So risk assessment is extremely important. And if you were looking at ISO for risk assessment, you have to have leadership and commitment. We talked about that. So they have to have security policies that leadership has signed off on and they agree. And as I mentioned, it's better to have the 2701 and the HIPAA together in the same policy for establishing when you're establishing your security policy. Employee training and awareness is absolutely critical. Information security for protected health information, to do it as part of your onboarding process, as part of a training awareness program. Access management is very important. Asset identification, what are the assets that you have? An asset under ISO. So you want to document your compliance with HIPAA and ISO. Record keeping. You want to keep accurate record maintenance. Precise records of the policies, the dates they were updated, the dates they were reviewed, and the dates they were signed. So continuous monitoring and auditing. You want to make sure that you have continuous monitoring security controls helps identify weaknesses in data breach. So incident management has to have timely breach detection. And part of that is be able to detect it quickly if you've had a breach to minimize damage and risk exposure. So you have auditing, certification, and continuous improvement. So you want to have careful examination when you're preparing, if you want to get certified, or if you are having an internal audit, it's done the exact same preparation way. So you can have internal audits and corrective action. So regular ISMS updates, update the ISMS to address evolving technological advances and emerging threats. So let's talk about some challenges. There's terminology differences between the two. The scope can vary, requiring clear identification, and the control can be different. Practical solutions and best practices. Integrated compliance efforts. Case studies show effective strategies for achieving compliance with multiple regulatory. So tools and technologies. You can have encryption technologies. They ensure sensitive data by converting into unreadable formats. So you want to have automation and compliance software. This helps enforce policies, consistently reducing human error. So you want to monitor and report tools. There's real-time security visibility. So future trends in security standards in healthcare. Evolving technologies. Standards are going to adapt to new technological advances. AI security is becoming a big area today. So you want to prepare for regulatory changes. You want to have your framework for information security. So I want to thank you all for your time, and I want to thank you for having me as a speaker today. I appreciate it. It's always an honor to speak for you, and I look forward to it.
Thank you, Dr. Redmond. That concludes the session for today. Thank you everyone for participating. You may all disconnect now and have a great day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you very much.